Guys, this video you are about to watch, this now our beautiful Nollywood actress Gina. We all remember this Georgina when the case of Queen Mayo Edochie come out. She first talk, she not be those type when they shook mouth for everything every time, but when things are important on an important level, when the case is gravity, when it be say some kind matter, so it be say if you hear and you yourself go shock, say come. She dey always come out to aid her opinion. Make we all say, so I don't want to take much of una time. Make una come hear am. When I tell una say Mama Regina na long throat, una think say boss lady which one be your own for inside? Why you dey cause Mama Regina? Mama Regina is the cause and the genesis of her daughter's predicament. Stay to make we all watch on, guys.
If I recall, in 2021, you did the same shit with Laila Charani, your Moroccan wife. The point she said she was done, she moved her things and went to Morocco. You took 2 of her kids, leaving the little one at hand, and she went back to Morocco. She struggled, attempted modeling and everything, then came back. I'm sure they cajoled her into apologizing. I don't blame them. You married these young, impressionable, vulnerable children whose parents decide to sell them at the altar of an old man like you because of money, because there's really nothing fanciable about you outside of your money. You take these little girls, you marry them. All of a sudden, when they turn 20 something, they start acting their age, or they begin to register displeasure with how you're treating them, allegedly in your home. You come out, you call them drug addicts, you call them prostitutes, you say they're sleeping with other men. Whereas you do the same thing with a whole lot of shenanigans going on. I'm no fan of Regina Daniels. In short, I don't blame that little girl. I blame her stupid mother, who sold her innocent child at the altar of an old ancient of days because of money. This is the kind of society we live. So I will ask the Nigerian government, if this little girl is accusing a lawmaker of domestic violence, I think it's time the federal government looks into it. If it means Senator Ned stepping aside until a proper investigation is done into this domestic violence, because it's not just because it's a marital issue. He's a state senator. The brother just alleged him hitting the girl with a gun. Those are huge. And him coming out to claim that the girl is a drug addict and he knows her dealer, I think is another crime. That under your roof as a senator, your wife and her siblings are peddling drug and you did not report them to the authority. You are an irresponsible man to even put out search about your wife. That's what you do to little girls you marry. When you give them money, you lure them in, you put a chokehold on them, so that by the time they decide to leave you, they have nothing to fall back other than to come back to you because of Stockholm Syndrome. And let me say this to every Nigerian man. Don't go and marry a child and expect her to not act like a child. Where I live, when a 60-something-year-old man begins to court a 16-year-old girl, it is termed pedophilia. These men are good at preying and grooming these young girls. In Regina's own case, her mother sold her to you for money. A young, beautiful, brilliant girl. So she was given to you whole, but you're sending her back to the society, tagging her a drug addict. How convenient of you to tag her a drug addict. In your statement, you said you were not around, the nurse said this, the other. Under your roof, at what point did she become a drug dealer? Under your roof, Senator Ned. I will call on the Nigerian government, not because these are marital issues between spouse, but the fact that domestic violence is involved, and you are a state senator or a sitting senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a lawmaker at that. The issue of domestic violence needs to be investigated. The brother alleging that you hit this girl with a gun when you are the same person anchoring for passing bills for Nigerians to own guns, that should be questioned. For you to also allege that she's a drug dealer and her brother is a supplier under your roof without you stating this prior to yesterday, her alleging domestic violence. That needs to be looked into. If you're an honorable man, as you want the world to think, I think it's time you step aside and let proper investigation be done to this. Nigerians, you all have amnesia. Might isn't always right. This young girl might be young from a poor home. Let me tell you, when these men marry these girls, they leave them with nothing so that those girls will come back begging and crawling at their altar. Society needs to wake up. For men like this who groom and prey on young, impressionable, vulnerable young girls. Dearest Regina, pick up the pieces of your life and go. I know you might run back to him because of the kind of life he has exposed you to. God help you. I think there should be a wake-up call for you to want to go back to school, do something with your life. You're young, you're beautiful. Fortune might smile on you again. But women, mothers, stop selling your kids at the altar of old, wretched, ugly-looking men because of money. There should be a cautionary tale. It doesn't always end well. Suffice to say, they will always have their way with your child. Shame on you, Regina's mother, and shame on a society like us that enables such men using Islam and religion to groom, to prey on young, impressionable young girls. Knowing the socioeconomic status of Nigeria, they prey on these young women, and her stupid mother fell for it because of money. May God save you all. Like I said, 2021, Senator Ned accused Chiara, his ex-wife, his former wife or Moroccan wife, of doing all sorts when that little girl wanted to leave, an alleged consult. So God help you all. But for me, I don't care about you all. But don't use drugs as a means of silencing this young girl, because you have the wherewithal. And she doesn't have nobody to speak up for her. I'm no fan of hers. I detest all the bullshit she does.
Shebi, if you watch my previous video, when I tell una say na pane they suppose carry go rehabilitation center, wetin they do to Regina? Na say I say don't do one to other wife, Moroccan wife. Na the other ones you never hear. You don't do one to almost all of them. Una sure say that man still dey okay? Una sure say pane he no get wetin they use these people their wife destiny they do? Una sure say that man like he really sit down say he dey okay with all this situation when he want tarnish the Regina Daniels image for small pikin wey you carry wey know nothing? How come she not reach your hand? Now your hand e come start to dey skoko, now your hand e come dey do pomiri, now your hand e come dey poli, now your hand e come dey drink, come become a drunkard. Your hand now she reach spoil. In my darling, they say we dey pray say may yam reach your hand good. Papa Regina, he really talk this thing then. Mama Regina, you don't look your own daughter's future, but you were looking at the money. Bring the money in the bank. We need to enjoy. Fly private jets. All this way they talk on social media. I believe this one, never had a private jet before, and now hungry, they worry them. But we, most of us, are even happier more than your daughter. Mama Regina see fire. He push her daughter into it with force. He push her gradually, push her he leave am inside. You want enter polygamy? Imagine at 18, you don't marry man where 4 women are in the house sharing cassava. That alone reached to traumatize and depress that little girl because she never experienced any relationship before. Her first relationship now to the sharing apartment. Now to they do sharing apartment. I don't understand. Mama Regina, you failed as a mother. You disappointed your own daughter. And now they say hospital for psychiatric where they go put her for rehabilitation center. They say you never even reached there since 3 days now, Mama Regina. Allegedly, I know they there as the news take comments. I don't understand. What kind of a mother are you? The only thing you gain from your daughter na just the money. 100,000 urgent 100k give me then without stress. Urgent 1 million give me without stress. Urgent me buy me gold, no stress. Buy me this, buy me that. Mama Regina, what kind of a mother are you? Anyway, my people, we are still on Regina Daniels' Basbo's marriage. For me, I stand on the ground of Regina leaving, but before she goes, make she not go do anything drastic when go make her buy along the line. Regina Daniels' husband Panade will need to do all the necessary cleansing take her out of those swearing deities so that she will be free and free indeed. Because if she do anything, now Mama Regina go lose. Now she go lose that daughter. Now she go cry alone. Una see Paned, quarrel con na Regina una beat and she dey hospital rehabilitation. Yeah, many stories. It don't dey flaunt like La Sharani. That man they do business with these women. You see, say Regina right now, the case as they train, he named Paned. Paned won't go everywhere. Paned. He named the train. His algorithm. He quickly jumped into it. Now he don't dey push Laila Sharani again on his travel agency business. What kind of a man are you? You are playing with the emotions of Regina, and now she bring all this fame to the family. Now she bring the old fame. Now you are destroyed Regina, telling us she smokes, she drinks, not even smoking. She dey take highest ukpomiri. She dey take even white powder. When she don't take her, she no dey fit control. She lost her brain. She dey skulker for someone, a daughter that was handed over to you as a teenager. You use plastic surgery everywhere. You don surgery her body make she take mature. E no mean say she still don mature. Normally, our small Regina na small girl, but money come package her to one big girl. Papa Yoyo. If I say make I remember now, Papa Yoyo. Papa Yoyo. Fix Regina the way you take carry her. Even if you don't marry again, Papa Yoyo, fix her. Make God not come arrest you. Make heaven not judge you on what you are doing to Regina Daniels. Guys, drop your thoughts on the comment section. From what I hear from this our Nollywood super actress. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys on my next update. Bye bye.